I want to write down the equation of a line that passes through these 2 points, and write down all 3 forms of the equation of a line. So I'm going to write down the first form, which is we use the vector r is equal to ro plus tv, and v is equal to pop, and pop is equal to p minus p. Yes, p minus po, right? This is a vector, this is a vector, and this will be a vector as well. This is a vector, this is a vector, this is a vector. So this is the vector equation. Okay, and this point, my bad, this point is P, O. So PO, and it's equal to XO, YO, ZO. So then you could see that XO is 2, YO is -1. And then this point is P, right? And it's just 1, 4, -3. Okay, the second equation we're going to use here, I'm just writing down the equations before, is we're going to use x is equal to XO plus AT, y is equal to YO plus BT, and z is equal to ZO plus ZT. And then with these 3 equations, these can lead into one big equation where it's x minus XO over A. And I usually write it as change in x divided by A. And then we, as you can see, change in y divided by B. And change in z divided by C. So A, B, C, A, B, C, X, X, right? So there's a big pattern here. Okay. Now let's write out this vector first. Okay, so I'm going to do this in blue. So I'm going to do it over here. Okay, R is R. But what's RO? RO is going to be this, but written as a vector. So 2, -1, 3. And then V is going to be P minus PO. So it's going to be 1 minus 2. Then 4 minus -1. And then -3 minus 3. So say it again. 1 minus 2. And then the next one is going to be 4 minus -1. And then the next one's going to be, sorry, -3 minus 3. Okay, and I want to simplify this. So R is equal to 2, -1, 3, plus T. And then this will be -1, 5, and -6. And I want to simplify it once again. R is equal to, I'm going to add these guys together and add this to this and add this to this. And obviously this t here can be multiplied in, and it will be. So we're going to have 2 minus t, then we're going to have -1 plus 5t. And then we're going to have 3 plus, well, it's 3 plus -6t, which we can just write as 6t. Okay, so there you go. One of your answers is satisfied. But then note that, look at this. This is the same thing as x, y, and z. So then you can see that, right, if this is x, and x corresponds to this, so x is equal to 2 minus t. And that looks like it's the same thing as XOAT. So, as you can see, it kind of transfers nicely. Once you get this equation, you can find everything else real nicely. So we're going to just fill in the gaps here. So it's going to be 2 minus t, and then this is going to be -1 plus 5t, and then this is going to be 3 minus 6t. So there you go. Okay, next one. Well, this is just going to be the change in x, which is going to be x minus XO. XO is right here. A is going to be -1, right? And then this is going to be equal to y minus -1, so plus 1, and then divided by 5. And then this is going to be z minus 3, and divided by -6. So there you go. That's your third. And that's all you need.